Welcome everyone, Simon here from the Wells Wall Street. Quick update here on Bitcoin. Our first Bitcoin video. I had to throw this one out here today because not only is Facebook down, along with all the rest of pretty much all the social media nonsense, but it's also down in the market cap versus Bitcoin. First time in history today, in history in general, Facebook 920.01 billion market cap versus everyone Bitcoin 928.2 billion dollars. The road to $1 trillion continues. Obviously, Facebook has not done itself too many favors today with the down servering of Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, all of course under the same umbrella. In fact, I've even seen rumours or thoughts around the staff not even being able to enter the office today to try and rectify the problems because they couldn't get through their own turnstiles due to the server reduction and downtime. So very, very interesting there, guys. But I thought I'd throw out this fun little piece here, which is quite incredible really in itself for Bitcoin to be of this magnitude. So yeah, in terms of, I think, year-to-date performances, I believe Bitcoin is around 349 or 350% up year-to-date, or even in the year, 1 year from today, last year. Facebook, 22% up. Now, okay, Facebook's older. Well, actually, is it though? I don't think it is. I don't think it's that far off actually, because Bitcoin was 2007 anyway, right? And Facebook was probably around a similar time, albeit that Facebook probably didn't get into the stock market until a few years back. But either way, they're quite level pegging in their own right. Of course, they're completely different. But Facebook is, of course, looking to do its own cryptocurrency and this, that, and the other, but it's not doing itself any favors whatsoever in a reduction. Can you imagine having your bank with Facebook or a cryptocurrency in Facebook? What was it called? The dime or something? I would be pretty annoyed right now. It's a bit like when the exchanges go down, right? Well, guys, just thought I'd throw that update out there. I thought it was really interesting. And for the first time in the history of our channel, albeit that's only 2-3 months old, maybe one day will be worth $1 trillion. Who knows? Let's take a look at the chart. Smash that like button if you're finding this informative. Hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already, or you are new to the channel. Welcome aboard. We love new subscribers, of course. And we are smashing through towards the 2,000 mark. Guys, Bitcoin has been playing around with that $50,000 mark in the last 24 hours. Something that we haven't seen since these periods of late August. And of course, we had the big correction on 2, maybe actually even 3 occasions, if I remember correctly, which affected charts, globally in that aspect in terms of the crypto sphere. But look at this movement in the last few days. Now, my anticipation here, guys, is that we're seeing some resistance here, and this is quite a substantial rise in a 2-3 day period. Now, that's not to say that we won't stop here and break through that. I think the momentum of Bitcoin, especially with the news today of the Facebook situation, it might just drive it a bit further forward. But as of now, 2 days in a row, really, we've kind of seen this rejection. So if we get this on the 3rd or 4th day in a row, I do anticipate that we start coming down in not necessarily a correction, but some profit taking and a bit of a momentum downwards to check these support lines that we see previously. Now, of course, way back early in the year, we saw substantial numbers driving into Bitcoin, and we managed to just about nearly tip that 65,000. What was the actual target there? It was 64,899. What we're going to do quickly is just put that in there so we've got that for future reference. I mean, that was phenomenal, wasn't it? That was so exciting to watch all of that happen. Of course, anyone and everyone was talking about Bitcoin. All of a sudden, it was in the news, and the usual FUD came in of this is dangerous, it's unsustainable, it's a scam, blah, blah, blah. The usual rubbish from mainstream media and so on and so forth. So we're just making our way back down this chart. It's that parabolic, it's broken my laptop. So yeah, guys, let's take a quick look again back to where we are right now. So I do anticipate, of course, as I said, the next 2 days are really critical to see if we can get above that pretty much 49,400, 500 mark. As I said, if we don't, I do anticipate we might come back and test some of these areas here. Of course, this increase here alone is quite significant over the last few days. I mean, let's just take a look at that quickly in the price range indicator here. So just from this bottom point here around 29th of September, we had the lowest point at 40,750. So an increase of near enough, I believe, nearly 10,000 already. I mean, that's unbelievable, really, isn't it, in that short space of time? And imagine if you had that much money, or you were investing small amounts. I mean, 21% gains isn't gigantic in the comparison of things, but if you are holding Bitcoin in substantial volume, of course, that is a gigantic move. And irrespective of how much you're owning, 20% is 20%, right? So congratulations to those that have been buying these previous dips and being patient with this correction period. Of course, hitting those highs previously in the 6th of September, 52,944, all the way back down to 40, and now we're back up at 50 already. And that's a really short space of time, to be honest. I mean, that's less than a month. And we've almost had a near enough full recovery already. So I do anticipate a bit of a wavy action here before we do start pushing that back up again. By the end of October, I do anticipate that we will be breaking this 50,000 barrier into 52 again. We will definitely probably see some resistance up here, that is for sure. The bullish momentum has very much kicked in Bitcoin here. So the last 4 days on the histogram, just down here, as you can see, the volume of intake is increasing by the day. I'm interested to see what the chart looks like tomorrow based on today's information of things like the Facebook. And that just does so much to general Joe blogs out there, to be honest, because they'll pick up on that. They'll go, wow, okay, Bitcoin bigger than Facebook. That's pretty big news. Obviously, everyone knows Facebook and everyone has probably heard of Bitcoin, maybe not fully understood it, but that kind of magnitude of information coming out into the mainstream media is of great interest. And that it's those kind of things that really spark big, or certainly miniature, bull runs in the short term. And the MACD, in a positive attribute here, the gap has been widening. Like I said, I am cautious of this development over such a short space of time. Of course, even if it does break that 52 and or go toward that 52 mark overnight or something, I do anticipate not necessarily a huge crash, but certainly a gradual one where we try and get back these test lines and resistance. Particularly if I just draw here, for example, critically, maybe around this sort of area, and also arguably just around, almost near where we're floating now, to be honest. I think that is quite a good one to put in there. So if we do have a rise up here, do anticipate that we might come down to at least these kind of areas around here again, and maybe potentially back down here. I wouldn't anticipate us to go all the way back down to these levels of 40,000 again, but certainly at least a retracement down to 45 to get confirmations and boost ourselves back up. But I'm very interested to see this particular area here once we do get past these areas. The RSI is picking up nicely. It's on a 60-ish at the moment, so plenty of room in the tank to move up. But we don't want to see it go too quickly, like I said, because we will see a projection downwards in that case in a short space of time, equally as we saw going in the upward direction. So just bear that in mind. But it's also an opportunity for potential buy options. So do keep an eye on that, guys. We will try and do an update on Bitcoin at least once a week. It's not a massive priority of ours personally, but of course we know people out there hold Bitcoin, so this video is for you guys. I personally don't hold Bitcoin. I'm probably going to wait till a potential bear market. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But of course, Bitcoin has a massive future, as it is right now. Of course, it's being utilized worldwide, so why on earth wouldn't it continue to progress? We had a price prediction, actually, Steve and I, earlier this year, before we even started the channel, and we believe that we could see maybe in 2021, or certainly in this bull run, and some are suggesting that it even ends up going into maybe March or April next year potentially, $230,000 was our target. Let us know in the comments below if you think we're being absolute lunatics for that. But of course, we hit 70,000 earlier in the year. We're just at the beginning of the rise, in my opinion. November, December in particular are going to be very interesting months for Bitcoin as well as the rest of the market. But 230,000, I think that's quite achievable. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Some people were shouting out nonsense at the beginning of the year, like 500,000. Can't see that happening just yet. But of course, it is on the cards in the future, 100%. But guys, we're going to wrap that up there. Let us know if you're holding Bitcoin, or if you're not, why not? Like us. And also, let us know your price prediction of Bitcoin. We'll try and cover this, at least, as I said, once a week moving forward. Hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully, we'll see you on Bitcoin on the moon. Take care, and see you soon. Bye-bye.